time for me to bust out one of our classic openers.
Oh, yeah. We already have one for Wonder Woman.
No, that's it.
Oh.
And our sign-off will be...
Welcome to You're listening to 0 to 0, the podcast where we're watching Wonder Woman 1984 for some reason.
It's good.
I'm Sam, the Chris Pine recognition attempter.
Hi, I'm Giga. Oh, wait, no, it's nothing. I thought I was turning into Chris Pine for a second, but no, I'm alright.
And I'm Val Flightcub, a.k.a. Enough Steve Trevor to fill this guy.
Oh.
You know, we unintentionally took a couple weeks off. How long did we take off?
We took
I
a
feel
month
like it was
off.
forever. Was it like a
Don't
month?
think about it.
It was 3 weeks in total.
It was
Listen,
okay. It was
you're
supposed to be
watching-
none, but then it was 3. That's okay.
We're watching Wonder Woman,
Mm-hmm, that's what
a
matters.
movie about a woman who has no sense of time,
No.
and, you know, lots of time will pass for her, and it's as if nothing happened. So
It's every
it's
time.
it's immersive podcasting.
Every
Mhm.
time I see a plane, I think of him, parentheses, the Twin
my
Towers.
Okay. This is Wonder Woman 1984, directed by Patty Jenkins, written by Patty Jenkins, and also Jeff Johns, and also Dave Callahan. I forgot to look up who those people are, but I know that Jeff
Producers
Johns
are,
also wrote Aquaman and probably some others.
Producers
Nice.
are Patty Jenkins,
Deborah
Zack
Snyder, and
Deborah
Zack Snyder.
and Gal Gadot.
Hi,
They're
Gal.
credited as Deb first and then Zach. So check
Yeah.
your misogyny, Giga, for reading Zach off first.
Well, I like him more.
You were going alphabetical order.
Yeah. Reverse,
And that's why Gal Gadot was last.
Right.
Because J came
And why
after
Zach was
Z.
first. How are we feeling about the film so far?
It's really weird. It's pretty fucking wild, honestly.
I don't, yeah. I don't know how people, like, went to this and saw it and were
It's-
like, this is a normal movie.
It's like a film, like, out of time.
And that
It's
was what
like-
they put on the poster from the reviews. This is a normal movie.
This
2
feels like-
Normal
stars.
movie.
This
A
feels,
regular one, 4 stars.
This feels like, you know, one of those, like, movies that they made in 2000s where they just kind of picked up a script and were like, yeah, let's go with this one. And-
summer, the film that will have you saying, "Oh,
Whoa.
okay."
Oh, yeah.
Sure, why not?
You'll buy the whole seat, but you'll only need the back of it.
And the rest of it.
And the rest of it. Fat ass.
This movie is like the, you know how in BoJack Horseman,
No.
there's a woman that wakes up out of a coma from the 80s, and so BoJack Horseman is
No.
like, oh, I'll take you to a 50s diner, because what's more 80s than 50s nostalgia?
No, I don't. I've never watched the show.
Well, you know now, because I just said the whole...
Oh,
I do.
you know what? I do remember that from 10 seconds ago.
Yeah.
I remember the episode of Futurama where there's the 80s guy.
That's a good Futurama episode.
His
With the
only
bone-eyed-
regret.
Yeah,
My
hope-
only regret for this movie is having bonitis.
I hope that
I exploded in an airplane.
I hope that Pedro Pascal remembers to cure his bonitis before the end of the movie.
I know, me too.
Okay, yeah. So
This movie was the 50s diner of movies for the 80s.
It's got.
I watched it 2 weeks ago when I thought that we would be recording 2 weeks ago. So
Did you
I
not-
You're so
remember.
did you
stupid
not-
for thinking we'd record 2 weeks ago.
Did you not watch it again?
Oh fuck no!
Oh, okay.
Why would I do that? I have
I don't know.
139
Yeah.
lines of notes.
Oh, good
Oh,
God.
yeah. I mean,
Do
I
you
guess,
take your notes in Excel?
I take my notes in Visual Studio Code.
Yeah. Visual Studio
Are
Code's
they
nice.
numbered? Are the lines numbered?
They are numbered because
Yeah, and
it's
it
supposed to be for code.
It reduces eye strain as well, and you get a shit ton of syntax errors when you're typing your notes, which I'm
No,
not.
it's a
amazing.
text file. It's a text file.
Okay.
But when you run it on Linux-
notes.cs.
Yeah, you do it in a Sharp.
Pedro Pascal is in this movie. I didn't realize that until I
He's-
saw the credits, and it said Kristen Wiig, and I said okay. And then it said Pedro Pascal, and I said
So,
all right.
oh, okay.
Here's my joke for all the code heads: is that when I take my notes on these bad movies that we watch, I open up my IDE, my intelligent decision engineer.
Oh my god. Sam has so many notes because he takes them on update. Anyway,
here's my favorite thing about this movie. Here's my favorite thing about this movie so far is the opening, which is 11 minutes long and a complete waste of time.
It's so shitty. It
looks like, cool, and that's it.
This is a Spy Kids movie.
Yeah.
It did feel like something out of Spy Kids.
Like,
So the opening...
Remember everything you liked about Themyscira?
Uh-huh.
What if that wasn't how it was?
Yeah.
What if it was instead they loved sports?
What did we like about it? Did I just like that it was green?
I liked...
It was... So yeah, first of all, like, Patty Jenkins heard us talking about how little color there was in all of the Zack Snyder movies and said, noted, you want some color? I got some fucking color for you, nerds. And just, there's so much. It's so bright. And like the rest of the movie too, it's not even like Themyscira is like unusual for this. It's a very colorful movie.
I don't like the scan line credits. Like the glitchy scan line. Yeah, but it's not like they're not like actually like 80s looking. It's not like they're staticking in or whatever. It's like weird glitchy scan lines, which is like that's two things that don't belong together.
Well, you know, I don't know how much I want to get into all of this because at a certain point it's excessive, but it does need to be said. They put the year in the name of the movie, and then the movie is full of things from 1985, 6, 7, etc.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to harp on about it for the whole movie, but there is a big, long list about, like, oh, in the arcade you can see kids playing Rampage from 1986. They play this song by Frankie Goes to Hollywood diegetically that came out 2 years later.
No. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome is from 1984.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Let me look up.
Well, here's the thing. This isn't happening on regular Earth. This is happening on the Earth where the god of war was killed and defeated, okay? So you'll also notice that in this 1984 movie, there are no Volkswagen cars driving around, okay? Because stuff happened differently here. So technology is approximately
a little differently.
We do things a little different.
What it actually
was me implying
is
that World War II didn't happen, by the way.
It came out in it came out in October 1984, and it hasn't happened yet, but apparently later we'll get some mention of how it's like, oh, it's the 4th of July, 1984. That's what the thing was. Anyway,
okay.
I don't want to dwell on that too much.
Boycott this movie for that reason.
Yeah,
I don't want to dwell on that too much.
Like, please adhere to the Frankie Goes to Hollywood canon.
Okay, but if somebody
in a world where Chris Pine died, Frankie Goes to Hollywood released their song 4 months early.
Maybe they were performing it live.
Fuck.
You never know. Yeah, maybe this is a bootleg because this is a museum event, you know.
Yeah.
Also, like, if I saw a movie
you think that Frankie Goes to Hollywood debuted their hit single at the Smithsonian members concert?
No, I'm saying it's a bootleg. It's a bootleg recording of a live recording that they're playing at the Smithsonian.
I love the Smithsonian Museum of...
Yes, Smithsonian Museum
of
museum stuff. So,
wait, hold on. Let's stretch this out because we're almost at 11 minutes, and then
I'm not starting.
Okay,
I'm not starting to talk about the plot.
It'll take us as long to get to the Olympics as it did for the Olympics to be in the movie.
It's not the Olympics. It's the Emma's Olympics.
Okay, so Emma's Olympics.
The Olympics.
If Jeff Bezos keeps growing his net worth, we're heading toward the Emma's Olympics. Am I right?
If I went to see, as someone who experienced like the early 2000s in a time where I would have potentially formed some nostalgic feelings about it, if I went to see a movie that was set in 2002 and like a song from 2004 came on, I wouldn't fucking notice.
Yeah, like if they started playing like I saw the sun, it's like it's
that song also wouldn't exist if World War II hadn't happened.
That's true. Thanks.
What?
Yeah.
One of the guys from Ace of Base was a Nazi when he was younger.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh.
Okay, we've talked about we've talked around the movie for as long as it took for the movie to start. So let's start talking about the movie.
Let's start talking about how like 10 grown women get owned by a 5-year-old at the Olympics.
This so annoyed me. Okay, so first of all, so we open up with Themyscira. There's like some weird opening, like voiceover of Diana being like,
I wish that I learned my lessons at childhood.
You don't know your lessons that you learn as a child until you are an adult, and then it is too late because
this whole thing kind of pissed me off.
It's just like it was a weird, like, it reminded me of the voiceover at the end of Justice League where it was just like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Why are you taking so many clauses?
I remember when I was a child.
My childhood sometimes my childhood feels so far away, but sometimes it doesn't.
It's so close.
Okay.
You know what I really liked as she was monologuing was seeing Chris Pine's name come up credited second and just being like, man, he died in the last movie. Yeah, why is he in this?
Come on.
Yeah.
Why is
I'm
he
like,
in this movie
that
the most?
Interesting for top billing to be to a dude who got atomized at the end of the last movie.
Seriously.
We go to an arena on Themyscira. The Amazons are doing stunts and playing horse Quidditch, and young Diana...
I gotta ask.
It's fucking cool.
I gotta ask. Like, they can all do this shit, right?
This is the thing. Yes. So
why aren't they all on the Jungle Gym?
What really, this looks cool to see is like all these acrobatic stunts and they look really athletic. Like one of them is like leaning. One of the things is like you have to pick up a ball off the ground from on your horse, which is like something they did in the last movie that was like cool and impressive. But like, or they did it in Justice League when we saw the Amazons. But anyway,
and it was a cube,
you're right. They did do that with the Mother Box.
Yeah. Continuity.
But so it's like, here's all this cool stuff you like
with
the
love
Amazons.
doing that.
But then they have a full stadium of people who are like watching it and like ostensibly are not Amazons. Well,
here's what you're missing is that they actually do this year round because it's sort of a bracket structure. So everybody here has competed. This is just the finals.
This is women supporting women.
Right. Yes,
we've been doing this for months.
So the amazing thing about Diana, right? Like, it's the same thing as like Kryptonians. Like Superman isn't impressive amongst Kryptonians. He just is impressive because we don't have a red sun. So like when he's on Earth, he's really powerful. But like a second Kryptonian shows up and he gets, almost defeated by him because he's not impressive in his own context. This is the same thing of like Wonder Woman is not impressive in the context of Themyscira because she is so much more athletically prowessed. It's because she has a good heart. She decided to go outside of Themyscira, which is
wrong.
Like,
she's Zeus's daughter.
Yeah, she's a demigod is the thing.
It's just annoying to me. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just like, I don't get the comics and I'm stupid, but like it means less to me if she's exceptional even as a kid in Themyscira.
It's not like, oh, she has tenacity. She has qualities that are good, even if she is physically but she's in the lead the entire time.
But it's her hubris because she gets so cocky that she fall off her horse.
Also,
didn't she learn this exact lesson the first time we met her on Themyscira?
No.
Where her aunt is like, you're not ready.
Well, here's the other thing.
You think you're hot shit because you're a kid, but you're not ready.
Here's the other thing. Is that Hippolyta is smiling and cheering for Diana. This is like years before Hippolyta even accepted Diana like learning how to use a bow. Yeah. She was like furious when she finds out later, but now she's watching it and she's like, look how good she is with a bow. I wonder when that happened. Huh,
Continuity loss.
Continuity loss. Dang. So just to explain even what's happening at all, because I feel like we're complaining about the things we didn't like about it without even saying what it is. So it's the Themysciran Olympics. It's Themysciran
Ninja Warrior.
It's Themysciran?
Yeah, basically.
Themysciran Warrior. And they're all doing different stunts and stuff.
Themysosque.
And then Themysosque.
Thank you.
A group of warriors line up to start this like last thing. And you see that little Diana, who's been running through the forest, as the voiceover goes, joins up in this group of people at this like starting line, type situation. And she's the only kid because she's A, the only kid on the island at all, but B, everyone else is grown, and she hasn't waited to be grown before she enters this contest. So her aunt, Ayapi, goes up to her and is like, hey, so, like, this is, like, really hard. Like, good, like, strong, a lot of strong warriors have been, like, have ate shit in this contest. So,
that's the final challenge.
Yeah.
Yucky.
Yeah. She's like, come on, you can't even eat your broccoli, you stupid little kid. And Diana's like, I can do it. And then,
I mean, I think that there's weird to say, but I do think that there's something like, I think I wouldn't win, but there's only 2 parts of this course that I would require superhuman abilities to actually complete. So I think that, like, okay, so there's the 2 parts are, I probably couldn't survive a jump off of a 200-foot cliff into the ocean, and 2, I probably couldn't hit a tiny target on horseback with a bow.
4 or 5 times.
Well, you're not an Amazon.
But they all are. So, like, what are these Amazon warriors doing that can't hit the target with the bow?
No, they can. They just got eliminated in a previous round.
This is the bracket, yeah.
Yeah.
I would also like to point out that in the stands, the extras are, I saw 2 of them hugging very close with their faces together.
Oh, that's
so
good.
I said, gay representation.
Yay.
Diversity win.
Yeah,
diversity
so
win.
We're on par with
Chinese release.
Star Wars Rise of Skywalker for gay representation.
Oh, yes.
I want to talk about
2 women.
I don't have too many notes on the actual
homosexual fast dancing.
Here's what I wrote, just to give an idea of how checked out I was. They run, and then they climb. Diana's climbing thing starts flipping and spinning, so she does gymnastics. This sure is going on and on. And then I think, like, 5 minutes later, I wrote my next note, which was, she dives into the ocean because the Amazons behind her, like, swing a battering ram at her.
Yeah, there's a battering ram swinging back and forth, and they're like...
And she's like, uh-oh. So she jumps into the ocean, and I'm like, oh, no, they got her. But the challenge was to dive into the ocean, so I don't know what the battering ram is
also,
for.
Yeah, like,
well, so this is... So the battering ram is to eliminate competition.
But it pushes you in the direction that you're supposed to go.
That's true.
No.
It knocks you into the ocean, which is where you're supposed... When she jumped down, I was like, oh no, she lost.
Yeah, well,
Wait,
I mean, it started swinging back. She ducked under it when it was swinging back.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first challenge. First of all, all I wrote for this the entirety of the contest was, why does she have to be the best even as a kid? I didn't write any of the events down at all.
My first note, I think, is like, imagine getting owned this hard by an 8-year-old.
An 8-year-old, seriously. I mean, she's like 100 probably, but still.
Yeah.
So they knock more people off, but she's able to hide, and then they swim, they fall into the ocean and they swim out. This is another part I wouldn't be able to do, is like swim as fast as any other person.
No, I mean, I'm not going to claim that I would be able to compete in the Themyscira games.
I would be like face down dead in the water
right,
by then, because all of my organs had been ruptured by the fall.
So they enter the next phase, which is kind of like the actual game, because everything leading up to it was basically just like to determine who starts the soonest. The actual game is that they ride their horses along this track and they have to like shoot arrows through a little ring, and I guess if they hit it like blasts like powder into the air that is their color, I guess.
There's 7
and then in the
vials
arena they're like keeping score, and that's the actual game that nobody is watching.
There's 7
this is the weird thing is I don't
like brightly colored butt plugs around the ring that they have to shoot with their arrow, and
I don't think that hitting that thing is winning the game. I think hitting the thing is signaling to the people in the arena that you have gotten that far in the game.
I think it's a checkpoint. You have to hit all of them. Like,
oh, okay, yeah. No, but then because Diana misses one.
I know. That's why she got disqualified.
Oh,
is it? We'll get there in a second.
So they race on horses and shoot the targets. Mm-hmm. That's really all that needs to be said.
I mean, the joke of this is that none of this matters at all.
It doesn't matter at all.
They ride on their horses.
Diana's looking backwards on her horse and gets knocked off the horse by a branch.
Because she was winning and she got cocky, and that's the lesson that she needed to learn.
That's where most of the strong warriors get eliminated, is looking back.
Branch?
with
it's exactly horse height.
It's just a pile of dead bodies under the bridge.
Yeah, she falls into like a pile of rotting corpses.
So Rainbow Road of Themyscira. Oh, that's morbid.
So the horse runs on without her, and everyone is passing her, but she sees a Themyscira convenient sewer grate
a Themysciran alpine slide,
and slides down the stone slide tunnel for
becoming
babies.
The most scuffed child on Earth.
I don't know what this is for. It's just a little slide that only a child could fit through.
The Themyscirans, what, you think Themyscirans don't need sluices?
The reason that she's going down this slide is because her horse has continued at top speed to run the race without her on it.
Well, I mean, she wasn't wearing spurs, so, I mean...
The horses are just trained to, as soon as someone sits on them, set off, but then also keep going no matter what.
So she slides after the horse, and she manages to get ahead of it, and she gets back on the horse.
But crucially, she misses a checkpoint.
She misses a target. I didn't think that mattered, but maybe it did. But she gets back to the arena, and I guess the idea is that everybody picks up a javelin that is their color, and they have to throw it through this target, and the first person to do that wins. But before she can throw it, it's Antiope is still alive, and she stops her. I say still alive. She appeared already, but she hasn't died since we saw her.
Oh no, she got killed by a German soldier.
No. I mean, in this movie.
No, I was just trying to remember when and
how
she died.
Oh god, she did, yeah.
And she stops Diana from throwing the javelin. She says, "You cheated." And to her credit, because we make fun of Gal Gadot, I do want to say Robin Wright, Antiope, that her accent is also extremely bad. Yeah. When she's like, "You cheated, and that is the truth, and the truth is all there is."
So you've got to accept the truth.
So the thing is, if those weren't checkpoints, then she wasn't cheating.
Right. I thought the cheat was that she took a shortcut.
I think the cheat was that she wasn't on her horse the whole time.
You know what the thing is in racing that stops you from taking shortcuts?
That they don't exist?
It's because you have checkpoints that you need to pass.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
Also, how does Antiope know that that's what happened?
Because her flag didn't go all the way down.
I guess that would explain it if
yeah, maybe she just missed.
If that's it, it's just to track that you hit all the checkpoints, and then Diana shows up and throws the javelin, then she would say, "No, you were cheating. You didn't." That would make sense. Thing. It doesn't matter. Let's move on, please.
Super doesn't matter.
I don't think she cheated.
Let's move on. She definitely did.
If it's a take-home
so
test.
Antiope, more importantly, Antiope is wearing fucking wedges, even though this stadium is full of sand, and so is Hippolyta, who also comes by to comfort her tiny baby daughter.
They haven't figured out the other kinds of footwear yet.
And Antiope says, "There's no shame in losing. The only shame is in knowing the truth in your heart and not accepting it, for no true hero is born from lies." And I say that's probably the theme of the movie.
This is about not letting go of Steve Trevor.
Is that the theme of the movie, though? That doesn't feel like that's where it's going. But
I feel like...
No, I don't think that it is, but it should be.
We've only watched a third of it, so I don't know.
I feel like there has to be some kind of...
theme?
She should have waited longer for Steve Trevor to be...
Antiope grabs the javelin and says, "And this is why you don't resurrect your dead boyfriend."
You always leave a note. Hippolyta says you can't hurry being a hero. So now...
And Hippolyta looks directly at the camera and says, "Have you ever heard of the golden warrior Asteria, who became a warrior through acts of bravery something something?"
No, I don't think that'll be relevant to the rest of the movie.
A big golden statue shows up.
I don't think that'll be relevant, personally.
It is. It's relevant, but not in an important way.
I can't I can't see how this would possibly come back later in any form in the film.
I genuinely didn't think about it. She was just like,
I definitely haven't seen
Don't
Diana.
Be sad, Diana. Just look at this big statue that we made. Isn't it nice?
I definitely didn't see like a trailer where she was like dressed up as cosplaying as Asteria, the Golden Warrior or whatever. Mm-hmm. Anyway, it's probably
I didn't.
Nothing.
So let's just keep talking about this caterpillar for no reason.
I said I didn't either.
Yeah. And I'm just saying I like the caterpillar. So
I like the caterpillar. Man, I like that caterpillar a lot.
Because it's a caterpillar. So it's the freaking 80s, baby.
Yeah, everyone's working out.
Everyone is wearing their 80s
spandex.
party costume.
There's people driving a Trans Am.
There's a jogger who is jogging.
And she's wearing patterns? What the fuck?
And bright colors and big hair and a visor.
And there's a guy on TV who looks suspiciously like Pedro Pascal.
Except it's not Pedro Pascal because he doesn't have a mustache, so it must be some other guy.
Must be some other guy. Anyway, there's an 80s guy on television, and he's like, I made an oil co-op.
Yeah. It's an MLM.
Yeah, it's an MLM.
Probably. It's all these 80s stuff.
It's 80s stuff, exploiting people for money. It's full of potential. Reaganomics, baby. Was 84 Reagan or Clinton? Did we lose Sam?
Hi,
I didn't hear you leave.
Well, my internet.
We're just talking about how good...
I thought you were just, conspicuously quiet for some other reason. So some hooligan kids who have shoplifted some sunglasses from a store were running along a bridge, and a groom and bride are taking photos for their wedding, but the hooligans...
You missed the jogger.
Oh, a jogger is about to get hit by a car.
If only this car had missed the jogger.
With two people who are like, yeah, I love going fast in my big car.
I love my flock of seagulls haircut.
Mm-hmm.
I love to be in the background of the Back to the Future movie.
I love jelking my penis so it gets
But then right as they're about to kill the jogger, a mysterious savior kicks the car aside, but where did they go?
I kind of liked the sort of snap zoom on the boot kicking the car from behind a truck.
Sure.
This stuff was goofy as hell.
This is cartoon goofy. Yes, absolutely.
Did someone say my...
No. So, the hooligans,
I heard my son is a total smoke show now.
Oh, did I hear my name, Sora? I'm Goofy. He's a cartoon character.
Anyone want to fuck my son?
Yeah. Okay, he's gone now. He fell off a cliff and he died. Okay.
Val, did you disconnect?
Emotionally, yes.
What, you don't like Goofy?
Just picture the most tired person in the world.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
Just waiting. I was just waiting for you guys to be done. Something about that I just couldn't get behind.
You just couldn't do your Goofy
do
voice.
It today.
Do a Goofy voice, Val.
A gorsh.
Oh, yeah!
There we go. Teamwork.
So the shoplifting teens run on the bridge and they knock the bride and groom over so hard the groom throws the bride over the bridge.
Into the canal.
This guy was looking for an excuse.
It's not even like, we gotta get out of here. Get out of our way. Oh no, we pushed her off they're like, oh, let's kill this lady.
Yeah. We're rambunctious teens. This sidewalk's not big enough for the two of us.
The 80s, am I right?
I think the
80s.
I think the groom just saw an opportunity. He was like, oh, I got pushed by a rambunctious teen. Well, time to ditch this broad.
Right? We get to see the bride's very 80s bridal getup.
It's good.
Bridal outfit.
But she gets rescued by a lasso, but we don't see who lassoed
I wonder,
her.
Lasso.
I don't know anybody who has that. So
then we go to the mall, and this is where
they're doing jazzercise in the mall.
Yeah, and this is where the movie really starts to fall apart for me.
I think the movie started to fall apart for me the moment that I heard the grossest burger noise ever set to film.
I missed it.
Oh, it's disgusting. It's just this, horrible squelch as a man bites into his burger. The 80s.
The 80s. Burgers were so wet back then.
Yeah, Carl's Jr. It's weird that Carl's Jr. had those all those that archival footage in their ads.
It was a time of sauce.
Anyway, there's a bunch of women on a podium doing some jazzercise and several men just gawking.
One guy gets dragged away by his wife.
Ball
and chain won't let him stare at the jazzercisers.
Can you audibly hear me tugging my collar?
Okay, this is where the movie starts to fall apart for me, because we follow some guys who are robbing a jewelry store. And we are at the mall. It is a jewelry store at the mall.
Yes.
And they walk in and they got their guns and they're like, give us the stuff. And they're like, the jewelry? And they're like, no, we know about the secret black market operation you guys are running.
Yeah, we know that you work for Hobby Lobby.
We learned that in the back room at this jewelry store, they just have artifacts and stuff. At the mall?
At the mall in DC, yeah.
Yeah.
At the mall?
Hiding in plain sight.
At the mall.
That just seems like that's a lot of foot traffic and security cameras and stuff.
Yeah,
to have a black market.
If you're a jewelry store in the mall, you probably don't have a loading dock. So
how do you get they're on like the second floor of the mall.
You just put them in a big wooden crate labeled "not artifacts" and wheel them out on a dolly.
Legal stuff delivery.
Somebody coming in being like, "Yes, hello, I'd like to buy an engagement ring for my wife." Wink. And they're like, "Oh, let's check the back for you. Here's an engagement ring for your wife." Wait, I'm just realizing you wouldn't buy an engagement ring for your wife.
I mean, for her to marry her new boyfriend.
Maybe she's
unless you threw away her old one by accident.
Yeah, maybe you're like Polly,
my bigamist wife.
Yeah.
Hey, what is that you said you were going in to buy a ring and it looks like you're leaving with a large wooden crate? Nothing.
Why is the engagement ring you bought like
I bought a lot of rings
statue?
They drive a hard bargain at the mall.
I love that new scarf. Is that the Shroud of Turin?
No, it's a necklace.
I got this at Hot Topic.
I went to Jared.
So they.
Oh damn, that's a nice Venus of Willendorf you got there.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
We'll come back to why this makes me so mad later, but it's already incredibly stupid from the start.
I like these robbers.
These burglars, they have some personality.
The burglars
they're all dressed differently. Like the main guy, looks like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah,
I also thought he
so
looked
much
like Clint Eastwood.
I really wish this had been a cameo by Clint Eastwood.
One of them looked like Clint Eastwood, and another one looked like, oh god, what is his name? Luis Guzman?
Yes, kind of. less kind of troll-like than Luis Guzman, but I can see it.
Yeah. So
all respect to Luis Guzman.
Yeah.
So they get hoisted by their own petard, these burglars, because they're like the guys that take the stuff out of the shop, like pass the bags off to the guy, like these two guys that are waiting outside who are like pretending to make a phone call. And the one of them,
yeah, honey, I'm at the black market, the regular jewelry store. I'm here to get an engagement. I mean, a wedding. I mean,
one of them, oops, Butterfingers, like
buy your polygamy ring.
Stumbles, and
he just is
I'm buying a new ring from my wife's boyfriend.
He drops his he's
gun.
fumbling his belt or something and drops his gun.
This is why you invest in a proper holster. These guys aren't practicing very good gun safety. To be fair,
we do need to mention very quickly that when they're like taking all the artifacts from the back room, the camera slowly pans over something, but it's just like, I don't know about you two, I could not visually recognize what we were seeing. Later we learn it's a big crystal, but it's in a wicker basket.
It's
really hard to see.
Oh yeah, I didn't even put it together that we saw that.
The robbers aren't practicing very mindful gun safety by letting their gun fall out of their pants, and neither are the security guards of the mall, who are pointing the gun into a crowd of people.
Oh god. So it's pandemonium because a woman sees him drop the gun and goes, "Gun!"
And everyone is screaming and running
and screaming.
Run up the escalator, and that's not the way that's not the way that you're supposed to do that.
That is the stupidest way to evade people, because you're running up the down escalator, which is more difficult, full of people, takes a bunch of time and effort to not completely wipe out on. And 10 feet away is the up escalator.
There's no time.
They could just chase you on the up escalator
or leave
and get there before you.
You're on the ground floor. What are you doing?
Anyway, wah.
In my white Valentino bag.
Oh,
so like the robbers were hoisted by their own petard, a small girl is hoisted by the collar of her shirt as one of the robbers, afraid to go back to jail, understandably,
The American carceral system is a nightmare.
Grabs the girl and decides, you know what? Just gonna hold her over the edge.
Not gonna use her as a meat shield. Not gonna use her as a hostage. Just gonna drop her.
Just gonna threaten to just openly kill this child. So the robbers are a lot less fun now. It still has a weird farcical tone to it, which is very
still
strange.
Goofy. Yes.
Oh, we lost Sam.
Oh shit.
Hi.
Did you miss any of that, or
the last thing I said was they're on the ground floor. Why are they going up?
That too.
Because they have a helicopter waiting for
That's
them.
a fucking great question. Oh, they have a helicopter.
So they go to the third floor. Did you already say this?
Yeah, so we're at the part where
Are
the
you
guy's
sure they're on the
dangling.
ground floor? They could be subterranean.
It also doesn't matter.
The
logistics of this fight are not.
I think
important.
they're very important.
Okay. Well, I think you're important.
Thank you.
I think I'm important.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, good on
I
you.
support you, Sam, in whatever you think. So we're at the part where the guy is dangling the girl over the ledge because he can't go back to jail.
Did you talk about how
me!
the bargain bin Clint Eastwood extra does the flattest
No. It's so weird.
And next to him, the other guy is like, "What are you doing?"
No.
Yeah, like I mean,
Don't dangle a child off the third floor railing.
Like you think your artifact
That sucks.
Your artifact theft is going so well.
I made a bet with Brent that you wouldn't dangle somebody off the ledge.
See,
there goes
the thing
my
is,
$10.
you think these guys are bad, but actually they're just trying to return these artifacts to their places of origin.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you feel?
There better be some twist like that later in the movie that's like, they actually meant to do that.
The Black Panther villain of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Killmonger is his name. Anyway, so the girl gets, again, like, this is a scary part because this is a child getting dangled over this, like, third level mezzanine balcony.
They didn't even use a harness for the filming.
I could catch her. It's an atrium.
How do you know they didn't even use a harness for the filming?
The terror in that child's eyes is so real.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Children are not that good at acting.
They actually had to do this one twice because they dropped the original one.
Oh, God.
The thing of you mentioning harnesses while people flying through the air just made me think of made me think of
Feedback?
Feedback busting his spine.
Breaking his neck.
Breaking his neck.
Oh, good times. Okay, so Wonder Woman bursts through the skylight and rescues the kid. She
deposits her on a hobby horse.
She flings her tiara to destroy all the security cameras because I guess this is the type of security cameras that keeps the tapes inside the camera itself and doesn't transmit the video anywhere, and if you break the lens on the camera, it just destroys the tape.
The camera, yeah.
Well, she was moving fast enough that before it was just like a blur of whip and, hair, and now if she, now that she stopped moving, they'd be able to make out her face. So
fortunately, also this is the day of the big security camera fans conference, so when all the witnesses see her destroy the security cameras, they're so upset that they black out and forget everything.
Also,
any more details besides a woman?
Also, this is when the movie starts jacking the fuck off, and I was really disturbed by like the very graphic masturbation on display as Wonder Woman comes by, and a girl child looks and says, "Wow!"
And then Wonder Woman full on bowls her into a giant bear.
So she slides her like a curling stone, and the robbers are like brushing the ground.
Yeah.
And she lands in the bear and then says wow again. And then like there's a later part where she's doing something else and she like winks at the girl and is like shh, and the girl's like aha, and like winks back at her and stuff. This is oh my God.
I thought that the one in Justice League was egregious. This is too much.
This is also our first line of dialogue from Wonder Woman, where she destroys one of the robbers' guns and says, with the classic Gal Gadot charisma that we know and love, "I hate guns."
And this is like on the level of like Avengers Endgame, when every woman who has ever appeared in the MCU comes out and says literally together. Like, "We got this, boys." And it's like, why is
honestly
Zendaya
we talked
there
about
or whatever?
We talked about the terrible article that Sam was suggested on his phone browser or whatever. That was
I've been getting a lot of giant freaking robot in my suggestions lately, and I'm very angry about it.
You're welcome. It's probably my fault.
That guy was like, "Oh, Wonder Woman 84 decided to be woke and really lean into the woman thing," and I'm like, I'm low key seeing it. Like,
yeah,
they are.
Oh yeah,
I mean, this with the first movie.
That's the thing, though, is like nobody liked this movie.
So she cartoon Goofy apprehends these guys.
What? Did someone sign my name?
There's one part in this fight that I sincerely loved, which was she does like a sliding kick at one of the robbers and like kicks him in the foot, and he goes like comically like cartwheeling through the air from the kick.
I like the part where she was
it looks like a fucking like Bethesda game.
you do the little hop when an Oblivion NPC dies.
Where, like he got hit by a Skyrim giant.
It's I like the part where she where she was like swinging around something on her lasso and she like slides across the polished mall floor, and that was fun. This is a goofy fight scene, and
a very goofy fight scene.
A very goofy fight, Sora.
It always comes back to Sora.
Come on.
That's a pretty good come on.
I hear it a lot.
So at the very end,
Sam said when Goofy came up to him and said, "Does anyone want to fuck my son?" That was a very good come on.
I don't think I said that.
But
then the fight is over, and now she has a problem though, which is that she's trying to remain unknown, but there are hundreds of witnesses.
Would anyone like my son's seed to quicken their womb?
Stop.
So she goes up to the little girl and she winks and does a shushing gesture, and then she goes and does that to everyone else at the mall, so nobody tells her secret.
Yes.
Everyone is like, Wonder Woman and I have like kind of a special connection.
Yeah,
so.
This is how she stayed secret until Lex Luthor saw her using an ATM.
Yeah.
She shushed everyone, she broke all the security cameras, and then for good measure on the way out she blows up the mall.
She does destroy a cop car.
She throws the guys out, which it's like high up. So I was like, is she on the bottom of this pile to like save them from dying from crushing a cop car? She has tied them up in a big banner from the mall and dropped them off like, I mean, this is cartoon shit.
This is
the police come to the scene and sees the bad guys tied up. I think she was
like, see how you like it when someone drops you off of the thing.
Fair point.
I'm sure that you were all thinking that you were all thinking that the girl would very much enjoy being dropped off of the thing. And now you've learned your lesson. Go to jail.
It's bad.
So Diana goes back to her ludicrously gigantic DC apartment.
She lives in the Watergate. No, I'm not kidding.
Does she?
Yes, that's the Watergate.
Good.
Wow.
We see she has a lot of photos.
Years after that scandal.
She has a lot of photos of her and the Wonder Man. My favorite that I genuinely loved was a photo of her I think it was the Statue of Liberty with an elderly Etta Candy, implying that they continued hanging out for decades after World War I ended, which is nice.
She's great, though.
Yeah, it is good, but I think she deserves better than Diana Prince.
Well, yeah, we all do.
You know what I couldn't believe, though, is the photo that we see. I think she's got Steve Trevor's watch, and then there's a photo of her outside the Trevor Ranch.
Uh-huh.
And that picture looked so badly photoshopped.
Oh, it looked awful.
Like, you couldn't get Gal Gadot to stand next to a sign?
No, she's a very busy woman.
She's so busy.
It's like a digital photo photoshopped into an old-timey photo. Like, it looks... It's not like they took a digital photo and made it look old-timey. It's like they took part of a digital photo and put it in an old-timey photo and tried to mix it together. And it's like, it's so obviously not the same.
Yeah.
Anything.
Oh my god.
Also, what does this imply? She went to the Trevor Ranch and was like, "Hi, your son is dead, but I knew him.
He did dick me down first."
Yeah.
Can I hang out here?
He taught me that it's okay to be straight.
I thought that he might be here. I guess not.
Good God. Speaking of being straight.
Oh my god.
This
I got
next
some
scene,
fucking problems with this movie.
Yeah.
I laughed my ass off at this next scene where she goes to a restaurant and she's sitting outside alone, eating by herself. She like sees like a guy like bringing flowers to his date, and she like sees all the couples at the restaurant. And she's like, oh, and then she looks up in the sky and sees like a commercial airliner, and she's like, oh, he loved blowing up in those.
It's literally like, oh, every time I see them, I think of him.
Literally,
it's the shit we joked about.
It's been 70 years, Diana.
Get over it, bitch.
You're so old. Move on.
You would think that she would, like, okay,
Get
planes
therapy.
can remind you of the guy you knew who liked to fly
this
a plane.
was the 80s. They
but
didn't
at a
have therapy
certain
yet.
point, it's gotta stop evoking an emotional reaction.
Right? How many planes are you seeing in your daily life?
Goddamn, every time I see a goddamn plane in my basement.
Why do I live near the airport?
Like, okay. Anyway, so,
also, what?
Then we go.
What? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
There's no airport that a plane would be flying that low close to DC. Continuity loss.
That's the thing. That's not a continuity. That's just ding.
Shame on them.
Cinemas and ding. But
Dulles
yeah,
is pretty
they
far.
always like they show the like the planes, and then they do a like close up of whatever plane, and it's like you would see a dot in the sky. You would not see the whole fucking plane.
Well,
she has eagle vision. It's fine.
She has, good
yeah,
vision.
she has eagle vision.
All the better to see the planes.
Damn it! I missed saying that she does a leap of faith off the thing when they were fake.
Now we go to Kristen Wiig, who is power walking in her 80s clothes.
But crucially, frumpy 80s clothes. She's frumpy.
Frumpy 80s clothes.
She's like comically frumpy.
She goes to her job at the Smithsonian. She walks in her high heels and immediately stumbles and drops all of her papers, so that you know that she's quirky, and none of the men help her pick it up. So that you know that
well, I mean that's good, because if
ugly.
any of them saw what was on those papers, they would get like Aikido thrown onto the ground.
Yeah, she drops all of her yaoi, and the post office man goes to pick it up for her, and she kills him.
Yay! I love Nichijou and remembering it.
Yeah, that's the last thing we did together. It's watch Mia loses it.
That's right.
Kristen Wiig is so funny, awkward. Wow, lol.
Lol.
She drops her stuff on the ground. None of the guys will help her. She like literally 2 guys pass, and she goes, "Oh, Steve," or whatever the guy's name is.
Everything reminds me of him.
Tristan. And he's like,
sorry,
he, like, looks at her.
Barbara, I can't help you pick those papers up. I gotta go fly a plane. Look at the time. Looking at his watch.
She's like Diana. The reason that Diana was working at the Louvre in 2015 or whatever is because she had to leave when they made the aerospace museum at the Smithsonian.
She was just full on bawling every day when she came to work.
Just absolutely getting rocked by the greatest orgasms.
I would have loved to see
life.
Gal Gadot trying to do that.
Yeah. Like,
oh no.
Gal Gadot.
Oh, that makes me sad.
I'm so sad.
And also so horny. Oh.
I'm crying enough tears to feel denial.
To feel denial.
I had a personal problem with this, and this is nobody's fault, and there's no solution. But every time I saw Kristen Wiig, who plays Barbara Minerva, who of course will be Cheetah later, all I can think about is the Flight of the Conchords episode where she played Brabra.
Barbara, yeah.
Every time anyone's like, Barbara, I'm like, no, Barbara. It's Barbara.
Minerva.
So yeah, she's Barbara Minerva. She's a gemologist and a part-time cryptozoologist because she's so quirky.
So Diana walks up to her and helps her her stuff, introduces herself as the whatever she is, zoologist. And yeah, Barbara Minerva rattles off a bunch of stuff. And then part-time cryptozoologist. Haha. I
love
studied
pseudoscience.
I read a lot in college. Haha.
I'm looking for the Koldamama Dakwa.
Bodhisattva.
Barbara looking for the Barbara the Bodhisattva looking for the Koldamama Dakwa.
That's great.
So Barbara, she's like,
to be clear, just so our audiences know, because they're not watching the movie. She's not a bodhisattva.
No, she's a person.
But she is played by Kristen Wiig. That part was true.
Who is a bodhisattva?
And she's like, oh, I don't know why I decided to wear heels to work. I mean, scientists don't wear heels. And then Diana's like, some of us do. And she's wearing 4-inch stiletto heels. And I'm just like, we get it.
Okay.
I hate.
Wait. Did you not know what this was? Did you miss what this was?
What?
She says, oh, I love those heels with the animal print, and it's cheetah print heels.
Oh, I don't know anything about the rest of this movie, so... Oh. I mean, I literally walked away from the first third of this movie going, man, I hope they don't make
this
Kristen
movie's
Wiig
so fucking good. Oh, too bad. Oh, damn, she's too gay.
So, here's the thing. So, I fucking hate when they do this in movies, where they're like... women can't be hot and smart, and then some woman is like, well, I am.
It's like
because the messaging you're giving is no. There is no situation where you shouldn't be really as attractive as possible.
Yeah,
and like it's always this like fake feminism thing of like, no, it's empowering. You can wear whatever you want as a scientist, and it's like, yeah. Most people don't like wearing 4-inch fucking stiletto heels.
Yeah, it's like
that should be normal for a practical position, like somebody on their feet all day.
It's fucking like when Alicia Keys tells you don't need to wear makeup, girl. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not Alicia Keys, bitch.
Yeah, and it's just I'm so confused by like why Diana looks the way that she does, because I feel like in the first movie it was like, I mean. Everyone was like, wow, you're so beautiful. And also you're like basically naked in our, societal,
yeah.
norms.
Why isn't she just wearing like a tiny, like slingshot bikini all the time?
Well, no, why is she
I love that leopard print bikini.
Why does she, she cartwheels away after putting her bow in the trash can. It's just like, why the fuck as an Amazonian woman who, now does not want to attract any men because she's very sad about Steve Trevor, who died 700 years ago. Why would she wear makeup?
Why would she wear like nice, leopard print
like why would
heels?
she wear attractive tight pants? Tight pants are not comfortable. As someone who wears them fucking every day.
Daenerys Targaryen depression makeup to show how sad she is.
You could wear flats, or you could wear Mary Jane's, but like, why 7-inch heels at your Smithsonian job?
Why would she not? Why would she have A, no ponytail, B, makeup on every day?
It's because
taking time out of your day.
It's because she's Gal Gadot.
It's so stupid because Gal Gadot would still be the prettiest woman in this movie if she didn't have makeup on. Or if she had fake no makeup movie makeup on, like she's wearing like red lipstick on the job. You gotta eat a sandwich for lunch later. That's not practical. I don't know. It's stupid. Whatever. Like the Amazons also like didn't have to look sexy but decided to anyway. So maybe their understanding of what it's like to just like throw on clothes and go.
Women inherently want to look sexy for men because they crave the male gaze.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she knows that Pedro Pascal could show up at any moment.
Sorry, I was trying to get out of Jordan Peterson, but I couldn't.
Oh, I thought you were choking.
Oh, that too.
So the boss... Barbara asks Diana, do you want to have lunch today? Diana says, no, you're quirky and ugly. And then their boss walks in, and she's like, Diana, do you know who Barbara Minerva is? And Barbara is like, yeah, you've been my boss for the past week that I've been working with you directly.
You had several interviews?
And the boss says, oh, okay, well, the FBI are bringing over some stuff that
Oh my god, it's the FBI! Oh, sorry, I have an RSI and I just hurt myself, like, flapping my hands around. Ow.
She really does, though. She's
so excited.
She says, yeah, the FBI are bringing over some stuff that they
live in fucking Washington, D.C.
that they confiscated after the black market robbery was foiled. And there's one particular item for Barbara to identify that will be very important. So we go straight to that.
I gotta say, this is a hella casual way for your direct supervisor to give you your next project.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, we got some gems in. You mind looking at it as the gemologist of this fucking museum? Like, what?
How would you rather she do it?
Memo.
Like, go to her directly and say, like, here's what we have for you today. I don't know. It was weird. It's not.
Well, to be fair, she didn't know that she was talking to. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, she's an asshole who doesn't know her own employees.
Yeah, that too. But she asks her if she wants to take a look at it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You want this assignment?
Do you want to do your job? I don't know.
Yeah, you want to do this?
I'm fine. You can just show up and we'll pay you.
It's up to you. Do you want to identify this artifact, or I can wipe my ass with it and throw it in the garbage?
I mean, we're just taking these storage.
You're the gemologist,
flushing them down the toilet. So like,
so Barbara goes through the art. I'm sorry, I won't do that again. Barbara goes through the artifacts. And Diana walks over and does her classic thing where she's just like, "Oh, I know all of this old shit. I've seen it all before 100 times."
She's so fucking like this.
She's so obvious.
This fucking bitch. Like,
she does the worst job of pretending to not be 1,000 years old.
She's like, the ancient scrimblow of Bimblow. This was lost on.
This was originally found in
Wanda Goopy's pleasure barge off the coast of Antikythera.
She's half a second away from being like, yeah, that party was crazy in the year 8.
Like
I was there. It was very good.
Lady.
There is a WikiHow article. I don't know if it's still up, but it's how to make people think you're immortal.
Yeah.
And she's basically doing everything from that, which is just like, imply that you have a personal knowledge of old things, and then try to downplay it to plant the seed of doubt.
I wish
Aquaman had done stuff from like how to convince people you're a mermaid.
Yeah.
That would have made the movie better.
How to pretend to have water powers for Momoa. Yeah. So Barbara pulls out the...
For Momoa, it's his last name. Jason Momoa.
But how to... What?
Oh, that's like a WikiHow thing that it's like, how to keep boys out of your room for girls.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So Barbara finds the box that has the thing they wanted her to look for, or to look at. She pulls it open. It's this little wooden crate. And it's a big hunk of gem. It's the one that we saw in the basket earlier.
Oh my god, this thing is stupid
and
looking.
They fucking roast this gem.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god, is that... Oh my fucking god, is that citrine?
Cringe.
It don't even sparkle. Cringe. It looks like shit. It's
used in fakes a lot.
Like what? Fake... What?
And you made it on purpose.
I really want to emphasize we're not exaggerating this. It's literally like they have a conversation later where they're like having dinner together, and Barbara is like, "So, how was your day? Besides that stupid piece of shit citrine."
Holy shit!
She says like the professional term for, or like the the industry term for this, I believe, is lame.
Yeah, the industry
term
about a gem? The industry term for this artifact is boring.
Big sack of shit. I'd wipe my ass with this piece of shit.
Yeah. Hey, boss, you're good to wipe your ass with it, I decided.
Hey, Bob, yeah. Come here, check this shit out. He's like, oh, damn, I'm Bob. Hey, I could really use a fucking coffee right now. Oh, there's your coffee!
Okay, so, yeah, to explain that.
So Wonder Woman, she picks it up, she's looking at it, and she reads what it says in Latin, because it says, like,
place upon the object held but one great wish.
And, of course, Barbara's like, you read Latin? And she's like, oh, yeah, languages are
language is a hobby of mine.
And then British comedic actor Asim Chaudhry walks in, and I said, oh, hey. And he says, I wish I had a coffee. And then another guy walks in and says, hey, anyone wanted a coffee? I bought an extra one for Erica, but she's out sick. And he goes, what? I'll take it. Okay.
Okay.
I guess.
And then this part, this is so fucking stupid.
Like, it
Diana
literally couldn't point to the point, it couldn't point to, like, this granted his wish. More if
they couldn't,
unless it, like, when he said, I wish I had a coffee, it went,
the wind starts blowing inside.
Like, it's it's not even like they're like, oh, maybe it's a lucky charm. He makes the wish, and then like they talk for a couple minutes, and then like, you know, for a couple seconds, and then somebody comes in with the coffee thing. It's literally one after the fucking other.
Yeah, I wish I had a coffee. Otherwise, anyone want a coffee?
Literally, it's like, okay.
So Diana then looks at the citrine and goes, if only. And Barbara's like, oh man, can you imagine? I don't even know what I would wish for. And Diana goes,
it zooms in. It zooms in. She says, I do. And then like a fan blows her hair.
She gets Beyonce fan hair, yeah.
And the HVAC guy's like, oh, sorry, just messing with the system, messing.
She says, I do. And then Steve walks in a tuxedo, and she looks down and realizes she's wearing a wedding dress.
Like a horribly burnt corpse like crawls in
with a conspicuous lack of watch on.
Whoa.
So Barbara is like, oh, thanks for talking to me. I'm so quirky that nobody talks to me. And Diana's like, you know what? Oh, this is where she says, let's get dinner later. We could talk about how much that rock sucks.
Yeah.
She says this in the way that, let's get dinner. I want to date you lesbianly.
Holy fucking shit. This is so gay. She goes, why don't we get early dinner and talk about how lame that stone is?
This is so gay.
And they immediately leave. Like,
that
she's
is an
not
early
like,
dinner.
Meet you at 4. It's like they leave right then. And they go, yeah, so...
They look at this rock and they both get so horny. They're like, let's go. We gotta get out of here.
Now.
I gotta get home.
There's weirdly a shot back at the house of... the photo of Diana at Trevor Ranch for some reason, and then it cuts to this restaurant that they're at.
No.
Well,
it was showing that the watch had started.
The watch
ticking.
started ticking. Yeah.
Oh.
I think that we're meant to understand that Diana like wished in her
Diana
heart.
has done a necromancy.
Wanted more time with him.
Yeah, she
wished for more time.
She has summoned a spirit from the grave.
I didn't notice that the watch wasn't ticking.
Well, I mean,
before.
he didn't have a grave. He was turned into a fine mist. But
they didn't bother to even give him a
he had an
fake
area
burial.
of effect.
Yeah,
so,
he's in the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
Good for him.
Yeah. So they're at this restaurant. They're like sort of outside. There's so much wind on just Diana and not on Barbara for some reason. It's very strange.
Mm-hmm.
It's like reshoot
the
reaction shots.
Wavy hair
doesn't,
it
doesn't what?
Doesn't blow.
Yeah, but her shirt is like and Barbara's
shirt,
isn't.
It's made of like
Stop making excuses for this fucking
Did you not notice Barbara's lead apron?
Yeah, it was I love free meals.
Okay, I'm sorry, I was wrong.
So yeah, they're talking and Barbara's Diana is like laughing at everything. I actually really hated this because they didn't even.
Her first line is "You're so funny."
Right, they didn't even do the movie thing where Barbara is like.
And
I didn't even know whose it was, and Diana's like, no, they just zoom in, and Diana's just like, that was so funny. And
it's Kristen Wiig. Like Kristen Wiig couldn't improvise something charming and funny.
Like it's not like her entire.
Well, here's the thing. Kristen Wiig was improvising hilarious joke after hilarious joke, but they were just getting nothing from Gal Gadot, and eventually they ran out of things for her to improvise.
We learned why Kristen Wiig's posture is so bad. It's because she's carrying the entire, chemistry of this fucking movie.
This is so gay.
It's so gay. Gal Gadot is a stone that she could be replaced with a sculpture that moves slightly and it would be the same movie. But Kristen Wiig is forcing chemistry into this situation and it kind of works.
She's also she's being friendly to this new person in a way that when you're as pretty as Gal Gadot always looks like, hey, you want to fall in love with me or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, what did she say? Barbara's like, oh, I'm surprised you said you don't really have any friends or talk to anyone, but
Diana says it's nice to get out.
Yeah, and Barbara's
I'm a Mary Sue.
You're so beautiful and sexy and charming. And
Diana's be asking you out all the time.
Diana's like, and you're so personable and quirky
and nice and homely.
And they lean in and they each rotate their head 15 degrees to the side.
And then Barbara
so their
says,
"Don't touch."
And then Barbara says, apropos of nothing, have you ever been in love?
I wonder what are they doing? What Zack Snyder? What are you doing?
My note for this was: are they on a date? And if not, then what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck are they doing?
I was in love once 70 years ago. I mean,
right? She's like, I was in love once. And Barbara's like, oh yeah, me too. Obviously, I'm not a virgin. What? And then says, what happened to him?
No. She says, where did the guy go?
And it's just like,
the sky.
Tell me more.
The sky, and then all over the place.
Yeah. You're probably breathing him right now.
He's sprinkled down all over London.
Tell me this movie is for straight audiences without telling me this movie is for straight audiences. They're in the fucking gayest date of all time, and Kristen Wiig is like, oh, the person you were in love with before? Who was he?
Yeah, who was he?
And then she's like, sometimes I look up in the sky and I feel like I can still smell his viscera.
And I see a cloud that is partly him.
And I get strangely hungry.
He still drifts on the wind sometimes.
I have a very complex relationship with my memory of Steve Trevor.
So Barbara walks home afterwards. She sees a homeless man on a bench named Leon. She gives him some food, so we know that she's nice. She stumbles on her high heels again, and this drunk guy starts harassing her. And he's like, I'm just trying to help you. I'm just trying to help you get home. And he like kind of grabs her, and then for no discernible reason, he just like flies backwards.
Diana instant transmissions in here and destroys this drunk man.
Yeah, and she like catches Barbara, and Barbara's like, how did you do that? And she's like, simple self-defense, very normal, use his weight against him, I gotta go by.
And she's looking up at her like she just got caught by her love interest.
What the fuck is happening?
Like, I have a question.
Thank you for catching me.
I have a question.
Yes.
What?
Do we think that it's possible that the Steve Trevor stuff was shoehorned in part of the way through the making of this movie?
I don't know.
Because they were like, we gotta bring Chris Pine back?
This is so bizarre. Or maybe Gal Gadot was like, I don't want to be gay.
Is there, I mean, I don't know enough about the rest of the movie to know what else he does, but like...
I mean,
it feels like the plot of the movie at some point could have been supposed to be that Diana has like a tragic romance with a woman who ends up becoming a villain. And then
they
she's
do
like,
love
oh
to
no,
kill
my
their
girlfriend.
gays in a... But
I don't know.
That would never happen because there's no way that the hero from an all-female island would be attracted to women.
No.
It just really, really feels like they're setting it up as a romance to a degree that it is kind of mind-boggling that they aren't.
Right.
She's seen a man's penis.
Okay. Say no more.
She's wearing red lipstick to imitate the flush that happened that first time. So it's really fucking weird. And like, I wonder what Diana's plot is going to be while...
hey, it's my friend Skrillex.
Forgot about that.
While Barbara is off, like, descending into madness or whatever.
yeah, just absolutely.
If she didn't have Steve,
being driven
Steve
mad
plot.
by her lesbian desire, like in a Greek tragedy.
So Barbara returns to the Smithsonian, and she grabs the citrine, and she says, you know what? You might be a real piece of shit, and you're the ugliest rock I've ever seen, and I hate you, and I can't wait to see you crushed to powder. But you know what? If the wishing thing did work, I know what I would wish for. I would wish to be strong, sexy, and cool like Diana.
And special.
And then we cut to Diana looking sad in bed, thinking about the time that she fucked once in 1918. But then...
Steve's watch is still ticking.
Tick, 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 tick. What if the... I can't even...
Yeah, there is no way anyone could possibly predict what that means, as we find out shortly.
I can't even pretend...
we need to... we're burying the lead, but we need to...
I literally thought that this was just like a weird thing that the watch has been running for 70 years.
Nobody
I wrote in my notes,
possibly...
Steve's watch is still ticking, ding.
I mean, no one could possibly blame you for not knowing what this indicates. I cannot.
Also,
I can't wait to
the
talk
watch
about
is not even next to a picture of him, so it's not even like you
no,
see
it's a picture
it and
of
you're like,
her.
it's a picture of her after
she
she's
has
dead.
pictures of him.
She has pictures of him.
And he starts
I'll put this here with my watch.
What if it moved over to a picture of him and he's just in the picture, like tapping on the glass? Oh, let me out!
Let me out of here!
It should have zoomed into the picture of him and just had him like wink. But then he doesn't show up in the movie at all.
Everyone's celebrating New Year's, and it slowly zooms in, and you slowly see that Chris Pine is there.
God. So, okay. So
that's how the
Barbara
movie
wakes
ends.
up
That's how the movie ends.
desk.
It's like all the Smithsonian staff takes a picture together, and it slowly zooms in, and it's playing Auld Lang Syne, and you see that Steve Trevor is in the crowd. That video was that photo was taken in 1984.
So, the Barbara wakes up at her desk. She is like, gotta make myself look different than yesterday. Luckily, she's wearing an entire outfit under her outfit.
Yeah.
So the shirt that she's wearing under her skirt is long enough to actually be a tunic dress type situation.
And she's wearing
So
Spanx.
she pulls it down.
Let me take off my big sweatpants, revealing my tight pants that I was wearing under them.
Right. She's wearing opaque leggings. So she goes out and she's got, she takes her little ponytail out and is wearing just her hair down instead. And
the restraint that they had, though, the one thing that they didn't do was have her take off her glasses.
She is still wearing her glasses.
The difference in, like, her appearance between this and when people are like, damn, bra, is imperceptible.
Yeah. No, it's the wish. It's not.
It's literally the same outfit she wore yesterday, just slightly rearranged.
I mean, like, her whole ass is, like, much more on display now, but still, like, it's pretty obviously, like, not because of what she looks like. It's because the stone has changed people's perception of her.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
She walks out of her office and immediately the janitor knocks over a bucket of water, and she hops up on some little, like, shoe shine step or something. I don't know what this was. Steps up on this thing to, like, avoid it, and she's, like, just with her toe on the step, but she's able to stand on one foot.
And the janitor says, I'm so sorry. It's a good thing you're so good in those heels of yours. And I say, but she stumbled.
She jumps up to avoid the water, almost like cat-like reflexes.
Almost like if she touched the water, she'd turn into a mermaid.
Fox-like instincts.
Almost like she has ice powers for girls.
What if? Almost like if she touched the water, she would turn into a man.
So, So
one
she's walking through.
One of the rude male coworkers
from
yesterday who didn't help her pick up her papers says, "You look great today, Barbara."
Hubba, Barbara.
Instead of being rude, he just sexually harasses her.
Yay! Oh my god, I can't.
Thank you, I love it.
We totally forgot to mention Pedro Pascal's character, who we have already seen at this point in the movie.
I mean, he doesn't really.
Okay,
so Pedro.
So he was on the TV. He was doing an ad.
Yeah, we see a whole lot of him on TV, and he's like, I'm the oil guy. I can help you be rich.
He's like Trump. It's
invest in my oil, and then you'll get a bunch of money.
It's very obvious. Trump.
He's an 80s guy.
Yeah. So the boss walks in. I don't remember if we get a name for her.
By golly,
we don't.
By golly, who is
and
it?
If we do,
but who is it? But it's Pedro Pascal, and he's with her. And he's like, "Hi, I'm Pedro Pascal. From The Mandalorian." And she's like, "Well, I didn't recognize you because of the helmet."
Right. She's like, the boss is like, do your thing, and he does his slogan, which is, "Life is good, but it can be better." And she's like, "Oh my god, you're Max Lord from the TV."
He points to her and he says, "Baby Yoda."
Great. So he says that he's thinking about giving a bunch of money to the Smithsonian to become like a member patron, whatever the word is. And he heard that members get special tours, and he has a fascination with gemology.
Wow.
And he was wondering if she can show him around.
He asks for Barbara by name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she's been working here a week, but sure.
He asked her by name, and the boss is like, "No, I don't think that."
The famous gemologist?
No, I don't think that we have anyone with that name working here.
Burva?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
He is, like, the most obviously looking for the gem of all time. Like,
oh yeah, she like goes to like put her bag in her office, and he like looks through the doorway and sees the citrine on her desk, and he's like,
he turns into the eyeball emoji. Yeah,
Guys, and she's like, oh, you don't care about that. That's an
Sam,
ugly piece of shit.
At this point, I'm starting to think this thing might not just be citrine.
No, I think it is.
Oh.
I think it's citrine.
I don't know what I meant by this, because my next note,
normal rock.
My next note is Diana finds Barbara and Maxwell playing gem games. Were they playing Bejeweled?
Yeah, they're playing Candy Crush.
Bejeweled on their phone.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were doing.
They were just flirting. I don't think they were doing anything.
Either. He was being like, and she's like, and he's like, and she's like,
Vaporeon is one of the only Pokemon that is.
They're at the Smithsonian.
No, we'll get to the fact that he wants to be a Pokemon later.
He's holding a mask over his face, like a historical mask, artifact type thing. And she's like, "Oh no! Did you see where my friend went?" And he like takes the mask off, and he's like, "It's me. I was here the whole time."
You're straight.
Yeah, so they're playing peekaboo.
Oh,
so
this has a 1-2 punch of a line that I actually liked and something that really made me go, which is Diana doesn't recognize him because she doesn't have a TV, and he's like, oh well, I can get you a free TV. I have a great relationship with Sears. And I'm like,
oh, the 80s.
Yeah, I bet you do, Warner Bros.
Oh yeah.
I think I've seen a lot of Sears.
Yes.
But then Diana said a line that I thought was pretty good, which was Diana then says a line that I thought was pretty good, which was, that's okay, I'll stick with the TV I don't have. I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was pretty good.
I thought that was funny too, yeah. He does because he does the same life could be good, but it could be better thing. And she's like, I don't know what that means. So then he's like, okay, so I'll see you guys at the party later, like the donor party or whatever. And Diana says, oh no, I tend to skip these events because true philanthropists don't care about the spotlight. And
what a thing to say to the guy who is going to be giving a bunch of money to
your workplace. You're not being a very good employee.
She is so emotionally unintelligent. Like, if you're suspicious of a person, you don't say it to their fucking face. Like,
right.
She's like, you seem kind of creepy and
right,
bad.
She basically, I think that you have an ulterior motive, so no thank
about
you.
Patience yet.
Right, exactly. And in my notes, I wrote, you can't hurry being a hero as like the thing that Hippolyta told her. And now every time I think of that, I just get, you can't hurry love, I just have to wait. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm not
familiar. So I just want,
I'm sorry.
I want everyone to have that problem.
Now I know.
I don't know what that song is.
You can't hurry love?
No.
It's
sorry.
Okay, well. Oh well. So he's like still like flirting with Barbara and like being goofy. Oh, because she says, I don't go to them because true philanthropists don't. I gotta think of a synonym. And he goes, well,
damn,
yes,
bitch, you live like this?
But he goes, he's like, well, yes, that's true, but I like to party. And he does like a little silly dance.
Did somebody say silly? It's me, Goofy's cousin.
Silly the funny dog.
Me.
End this or me, please.
Wait, his name is Max. Is he Goofy's son?
Oh!
Wow, that BuzzFeed article about Max getting really hot is true.
Yeah.
He was Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, despite the fact that every fiber of my being is grossed out by this guy, Pedro Pascal literally cannot help but be charming.
He can't not be handsome.
Yeah.
So he goes to talk to Barbara some more.
Even when the mountain smashed his head open like a watermelon, you're still like, damn.
Damn, that pile of sausage is looking pretty
I'll take a slice of that.
That pile of sausage is looking like
genuinely one of the most upsetting things ever committed to television. Like, so fucking upsetting. You see it.
You do see it.
You see it.
Ugh.
They show it.
But he survived. They didn't actually kill the actor like they did with the child.
Yeah,
dangling off the.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's why he's in this movie.
Right, because he's still alive. So
So Diana goes, okay, well, thank you so much for coming. And just stares at him. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, I gotta go.
He goes back to his office.
Black Gold Industries.
Black Gold.
And he walks into this, like, big, like, golden reception hallway room, whatever the fuck.
Texas
Lobby, that's the word. And the receptionist is like, Mr. Lord.
Not
he, like,
now,
gets in
Raquel.
the elevator, and he's, like, got all of his oil industry magazines, but he's, like, looking at none of the magazines talk about him. It's like the new king of oil. Some other guy.
Raquel's a very 80s name.
He's got all these past due bills, and he gets out of the elevator, and
Raquel is a what? Did you say?
It's a very 80s name.
There you go.
Huh.
She's gets out of the
very dedicated receptionist.
Yeah, she's like,
yeah.
She takes the fucking
stairs. She takes the stairs to catch up with him on his elevator, yeah.
Yeah, he gets out of the elevator, and the office is empty. It's a mess. There's just shit all over the floor. Not literally, but...
It's a great visual cue of,
I
the
did
lobby
like it.
is this huge, resplendent marble, and then you get up to the top floor, and it looks...
And I'll
looks
say,
like, damn bitch, you live like this.
Maybe I should have. I didn't realize that that's where it was going. I didn't realize that he was going to be a fraud. So I thought it was a pretty good moment of like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, she catches up to him and she's like, Mr. Lord, I was trying to tell you this is your weekend with your son. And then his son Alistair runs out and he's like, Daddy, where's the pool, Daddy? You said there would be a pool.
Yeah. He named his son Alistair because all I stare at is money.
My dad.
Okay, we went two different directions with that one. So he
tells
there.
his son, his son, like, don't worry, Daddy's gonna make us rich. It's just taking some time. Don't worry. And yeah, he goes into his office. I did like that his personal office was also like clean and bright and like gold everything. Presumably because he like takes pictures in there. I thought that was a nice little touch.
Yeah.
And
there's
we meet
a guy,
Simon Stagg, who exists in the comics, and you can tell because his initials are SS.
So he's like, I found you out, Mr. Lorenzano. This is fake. All the oil lands you have no oil in them, and this is a Ponzi scheme. And I was like, oh.
I did like that
what's happening.
That Max is like, no, we've got so much land, like any of it could have oil. And the guy's like, the only reason you were able to get that land is because all the oil companies couldn't find any oil and sold it for no money.
Yeah, but what if they didn't look deep enough?
They didn't look hard enough. The oil companies don't have motivation to look for oil.
Peter Pascal. I mean, I think I'm having a Black Manta moment with this movie because Pedro Pascal is so handsome. I was like, aw, I want him to get his wish.
Yeah, I want there to be oil there.
I want him to get the gem and like wish for more oil in those lands.
I thought he was going to wish for more oil. That's another thing that I could not possibly imagine what the thing he was going to wish for would be.
Yeah. Well, so, yes, he has a great moment, too, where he's like, he yells at the guy where he's like, I am not a con man. And then, like, immediately softens, is like really quiet. He's like, I'm a television personality. Just like Pedro Pascal doing a good job in this movie.
He's so good in this movie.
Yeah. So Stagg is like, here's the deal. You have 48 hours to get me all of my investment back, or I'm making a report to the FTC. Mm-hmm. And he leaves, and oops, Alistair watched this whole thing. Mm-hmm. Embarrassing. Yep. That awkward moment.
Get owned instead. Simon Stagg calls him a loser in front of his son, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that awkward moment when your son knows who the FTC is.
That awkward moment when your son knows that you're a loser.
Yep. So he's like, I'm not a loser.
No, son. He was talking about the Fun Time cartoons.
It's very pathetic. Like he's like, I'm not a loser. And like,
oh yeah, he like doesn't he like fall to his knees in front of his son, and he's like, Daddy's not a loser. Daddy's not a loser.
He said something that I really liked as like a writing moment. Like when he goes to his son, he's gonna say, I'm gonna make you proud that I'm your dad. And that's such, like, informative of his character and how he thinks about things. Yeah. It's like, not subtle or anything, but it is, like that choice of words is very telling.
Yeah, and I think that he's been a pretty good character so far. I wish that they didn't try so hard to make him a Trump parody, because, like, it doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
Like, that's not who the think of character. That. Is that me missing it?
I think that, I mean, he's got the hair is the main thing.
The hair is a very big tell. The fact that he's always...
I mean, everybody's hair looked like that in the 80s.
Yeah, that's the... I will say he is just an 80s guy, but...
and he's Pedro Pascal, so his hair is definitely really thick.
I'm gonna cure...
So, like, that's... there's only so many hairstyles they could have given him.
I'm gonna cure my bonitis, son.
Yeah.
Well, anyway...
I think this is really good. I think it's also, like... They do a good job of showing him as, like, a semi-sympathetic character, I feel like. And then they're like, no, but he is going to turn into a villain. Because he's like, you'll see, son.
Yeah, I think that's a really good...
Which is, like, classic villain line.
I think that, like, I think this is a really good thing for a villain. Where, like, that line I said earlier, where he's like, I'm going to make you proud that I'm your dad. It's such a good... Because it's like, he's sympathetic. He cares about his son, but only so far... insofar as he cares what his son thinks about him.
Right.
He's like not a good
guy. I'm gonna make you happy. I'm gonna make you I'm not gonna give you a comfortable life, but, like, I'm gonna make you...
He's not a good person.
Can we move on to the next scene? Because this is the moment...
Diana's in the museum. She sees that the gem is missing from the thing. From the little box it was in.
I felt like I was going insane at this part.
Yep.
Diana, she goes to check on the citrine.
To the Shadow Realm.
Am I? I can still hear you.
Okay,
God damn
you're
it.
back. You're back.
You're
now.
back. You're back.
Oh, okay.
I can hear you now.
Okay. She goes to the museum to check on the citrine, and she opens up the wooden.
There, if I'm being honest,
she opens up the wooden crate, and the gem is gone, and it's got all the little, like, packing, whatever that shit is.
Yeah, like the hay or whatever.
Yeah, whatever the hell that stuff is. And she, for no particular reason that I could possibly understand, she pulls that out of the box and finds that hidden underneath is a receipt
tag. Why did the FBI... because the FBI is an incompetent bureau full of idiots.
Here's the thing. So it is a receipt documenting the payment
sale
by Max Lord for this citrine. So here is what that means, okay?
Imagine you're buying an artifact.
This is the sequence of events. This is what has to have happened for this to happen. Max Lord, through whatever channels, who cares, is aware of the citrine. We haven't said it, but it's called the Dreamstone. It's from comics, obviously, because it all is.
Has that been said in the movie yet?
I don't remember.
Is that one of the ones that Thanos puts in his big glove?
Right.
No.
It's called the Dreamstone, but whatever. We don't know that yet, but who cares? He found out about it. He found out that this jewelry store at the mall has it in the back room where they do the black market deals.
No. Mm-hmm. I think that he bought it.
Well, no, I'm just saying, before that, he knew about it.
Yes.
He has to know about it before buying it, yeah.
And the important thing is, he bought it, but he didn't buy it and get it.
And
he paid for it ahead of time, and they made a record of it with a receipt
in his name,
in his human name that everyone knows him by on TV. And he didn't send a buyer when they were like, "Oh yeah, we will take your money. Okay, great. In exchange for the money, you will give me the gem." He bought it, and was like, "Okay, I'll go pick that up at the mall sometime." But before he could pick it up, it was stolen.
I, the famous man on TV, will inconspicuously go to the mall and pick this up.
Now, the next important thing is, the robbers stole the receipt.
Well, they stole the whole
box
that it was in. Yeah.
It wasn't in a box. It was in a basket.
Well, they put it in a box.
Huh?
It was in a basket when we saw it. They stole the gem. They maybe stole the basket. I remember because I when it was zooming in on it, I was like, "What is that thing?" And I paused and I zoomed in on it with my eyes because I couldn't tell what I was looking at.
Yeah.
So they stole the gem. They stole the receipt. They maybe stole the basket. The FBI arrested them, and they take the gem. They also find the receipt that has his name on it, indicating that it is evidence of an illegal purchase by TV celebrity Max Lord. And what the FBI then does is they put the receipt in a box, they put packing material on top of it, and they put the gem in it, and they send it to the fucking Smithsonian. What the fuck happened? What is this? Why is the receipt in there? How stupid do they...
Yeah, this is stupid.
I'm sorry. If I'm going to say how stupid do they think I am, I need to mention the next part, because she pulls the receipt out and she reads the name Max Lord, and then she pulls out his business card to compare the names and be like, wait a minute, Max Lord. That's Max Lord.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm bad with names, and I would... probably like, wait, that name sounds familiar. I don't know on TV.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
so this is very...
I can answer your question of why the receipt was in the box.
Okay.
It was because he bought it.
Why did the FBI package it?
Oh, I don't know.
It's not like evidence.
This moment was added because...
test screenings went like...
You're probably right. You're probably right.
Yeah, some persons.
Why?
I don't know.
How did he know about the stone?
Yeah.
How did he know they have it? Yeah, you're probably right about that. Oh my god, I couldn't believe the fucking receipt.
The receipt.
For the... Oh my god. Well, what if I need to return this illegal purchased gem? Oh my god. Yeah. Okay.
Under his own name.
Yep. Barbara...
Not even, like, his secret name that's his real name, under his television working name.
Right, or even just, like, a fake name of, like, oh, the buyer, Mr. Guy Incognito.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, then he's like, put it under Guy Incognito, and they're like, there's too many... That just makes it harder to keep
Everybody
track.
picks that one.
Mr.
Can you please pick something else?
Jacques Saint-Titon.
Barbara buys some sparkly gold high heels, and she says, I'm not good in high heels, but what? I'm walking regular?
They're not just high heels, they are platform high heels.
They're platforms, yeah. They're sparkly, bejeweled platforms. Mm-hmm. And I know
she comes out.
I got such a big boner in seeing those shoes.
Sorry?
I said I've got such a big boner from seeing those shoes.
Sorry? Is this because Jordan changed your display name in our Discord server to number 1 foot guy?
No, it's because I have a fetish for high-heeled shoes.
Okay.
Can you say that more directly into the mic?
I Gigalithic, have a fetish for high-heeled shoes. This is not a joke.
This clip has not been taken out of context.
This is not taken out of context.
Ding. So, so she walks out, and she's like, I don't know, I'm not good with heels, and then walks out, and she's walking fine. I kind of thought that maybe they would have a stunt double for this, but it is Kristen Wiig walking in the shoes. Yeah.
This is like...
me, I would ask.
Yeah, Margot Robbie learned how to skate for I, Tonya, so we had Kristen Wiig learn how to walk in...
do you think that's why she got into roller derby and Birds of Prey, because she got good at skating?
I think we talked about that.
Did we?
No, I don't think we did. I don't remember talking about that.
No.
Whatever.
She also learned how to break people's legs in I, Tonya. Ha ha
ha. I not only was in the conversations that we had about Birds of Prey, but also have listened to our conversations.
She didn't do that. Anyway.
She also wasn't the one to do it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She didn't. Anyway.
So she's wearing a sexy tight dress. It's vaguely not period because if she was wearing a really 80s dress, she would look kind of silly.
Because it says, I love the year 2003.
Yeah, that's
which
right.
it is today.
And she looks
Eat the Rich.
Sexy and hot. Oh, wow.
Wow.
And they go...
My tongue fell out of my mouth and rolled onto the floor, and my eyes bugged out, and my head turned into a steam whistle and blew out a bunch of steam.
And I started floating in the air and drifted toward a pie on a windowsill.
And my nipples protruded 5 feet out from my chest.
And a piano fell on my head, and my teeth were the keys.
Yeah. And
I've been walking off a cliff for a while now. I'm just gonna
don't look down. No, hey, don't look down.
And I played those endearing young charms and exploded.
So we go to the event. and the subtitle is 80s pop music playing, and Diana goes to the event even though she said she wasn't because she's suspicious of this guy who she knows is going to be there, and she has a dress for it. Diana, why you have dresses like this?
The 80s pop music playing, by the way, is Frankie Goes to Hollywood's 1984 hit single, Welcome to the Pleasure Dome.
Does she know that she knows that the gem does the thing, right?
No. Oh. I think she probably suspects it because of the
guess she's just like, why is he after it? Well, okay, whatever. So, yeah, I have a question. Oh,
no, because it's black market. I was just thinking, why wouldn't he just say,
what's up?
I bought this, and then they stole it.
Up,
this is a very sincere question. Mm-hmm. As Diana is walking into the party, does Chris Pine approach her?
Maybe.
There was a guy who was Diana.
Because Chris Pine isn't...
No.
Chris Pine isn't
but
here
yet. I think the guy that Chris Pine is in does.
We can't talk about that until we get to it.
Okay, so Barbara is here too. Everyone is telling her how hot she looks. Max finds her and says that you should try biotin for anti-aging, and then they go to her office to make out.
Like, he's a big supplement guy.
He's
like, oh, my supplements on my desk.
He looks at her and he's kind of bewitched momentarily, and he can't think of anything to say, and the first thing he comes up with is, you should try biotin.
You look old.
Mm-hmm.
You old
Have
bitch.
You tried these hair gummies? So yeah,
that sounds disgusting.
They're not made of hair.
They're very.
That's even worse.
They're just hair shape. It's called spaghetti, sour sketty.
Sour sketty.
Sour sketty. So this is again, Barbara's got like kind of wavy-ish hair, and it's like a little frizzy.
She's got,
but she fully does not. If they had like really gone all out to make her look like 80s hot, like 1984 hot, she would look kind of silly to modern audiences. So she's kind of in like
somebody
90s,
say silly.
She kind of has like smoky eye and like glitter.
Sorry, what did you say? A smoky eye?
Yeah, she has kind of a glittery smoky eye going on.
Yeah.
It's more makeup than I think this character would own, but
she went shopping. We already know this.
Yeah, women do be shopping.
And maybe she went to the place in the mall and was like, I'm going to an event. Can I have a free makeover? And they're like, no. And she's like, okay, can I have a free
We don't sell anything
makeover?
here anymore. Like, something happened the other day, and now we just slide people across the floor. That's what we do at this mall now.
We've discovered that the only his revenue is sliding.
That's the only thing anyone wants. So we close the stores, and we do human curling into the teddy bear.
And then in November and December, we're going to bring in a fuck shit Santa to yell.
Fuck shit Santa's going to be here, and he's going to curse everybody.
So they go to her office to make out.
There's a guest appearance by Sans Undertale.
So he's like, Diana walks in and sees him and goes to like catch him, but by the time she walks to the place where he is, he's not there anymore, and he's like on a different floor or like talking to other people. And then so when he sees Barbara, he's like, oh wow, it's so loud in this party. Can we go somewhere? Just me and you. Like, I don't know, maybe your office.
Maybe your
desk with the citrine on it.
Do you think that there could be a... No.
The problem is, though, they walk in and they take one look at that citrine and you just hear a slide whistle and they're like, never mind, I'm not in the mood anymore.
God, yeah. Do we have to be in here with this piece of shit?
Can you get that rock out of here?
Just throw like a fucking towel over it or something.
He's so cartoon evil because they're kissing and he goes like, wow, what are these looks at all the stuff and is like, what is this gem and blah, and she's like, oh well, I shouldn't let it get out of the museum.
Why would
and
he draw attention to it? He's not a good con
right
man. Because he
should just be like,
well, we know that about
if he's going to prestidigitate this gem out of here, he
shouldn't pay it. Yeah, he shouldn't say, I want it. Can I have this gem?
That's like when I'm at my friend's house and I'm like, oh wow, this is such a cool Pokemon card. Can I have it or trade for it? And they're like, no. And I'm like, okay, I'll steal
it. So we go.
He is extremely cartoon evil. He stretches his hand out behind Kristen Wiig, grabs the gem.
Yeah, his hand stretches out like Mr. Fantastic.
Evil fingers around it and like holds it behind his back. Like just behind his back, not in his pocket.
Well, I mean,
we go back to Diana.
one place where that thing could fit.
Diana is getting hit on by a guy named Carl, and she tells him to go fuck himself.
Yeah, Carl can go fuck himself. I hate that bitch.
Which she's correct to do. And then another guy runs after her trying to get her attention, and she's like, I don't know you. And he says,
I don't know you, stop following me.
I wish we had more time. And she goes, that's what that guy said to me 68 years ago. And then she goes Martha mode, and she says, why'd you say that? Why'd you say those words? Why'd you say those words?
And then I start, like, I'm sitting in my chair, and I'm like, wait, what? Wait, what's happening? What is happening?
He puts his watch in her hand, implying that he broke into her apartment, by the way.
Is that Chris?
No. He puts an 80s watch in her hand.
No, that's this guy's watch, by the way.
Oh, you're right. He puts the guy's watch in her hand.
It's a Seiko,
He repeats his line from the first movie, I can save today, but you can save the world. I'll say, I have no memory of him saying that, but I was like,
this guy isn't Chris Pine. What is happening?
He did say that. And to be fair, it was 70 years ago for Diana, but it was only yesterday for him.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he's experiencing time in the void.
I think he says
that he didn't.
Yeah, I think he says, like, and next thing I knew, I was here.
Anyway, I was like, wait a minute. What is this guy? Isn't Chris Pine? What is happening?
He's not Chris Pine.
Did they recast? Does Chris Pine look different now? And then like the camera starts spinning around the two of them, and I'm like, wait, no, wait, what the fuck? No, they can't. And it spins around like a couple times, and then it spins around, and it's Chris Pine, the fucking guy. He fucking Agent Smith to this man.
And then he's
standing in the guy's clothes.
Some of my favorite dialogue in the movie so far.
We need to dwell on this for a sec. What the fuck?
Steve? Diana. How?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What the fuck is this, Sam? What the fuck is
Somehow
this?
Steve Trevor returns.
Is this some kind of prank movie that you've like put on HBO Max to trick me?
No, this is a real flick.
What the fuck is this shit?
The music is swelling because we're supposed to be really happy about Chris Pine being in the film.
What the?
Chris Pine is here.
What?
He looks kind of tired.
What the fuck is happening? Why is he?
Steve is here. He's back.
He's alive.
But
they do a big ol' kiss in the middle of the museum event.
Wow.
It's the next thing that happens in the movie. So then so now Chris Pine is
this man
instead of the guy.
This man has been possessed, but
he
fucking got Mia Fade.
Let's hold off on getting too into that right now because first they walk along the what's it called, the reflecting pool, I think, in DC. And she asks, like, what do you remember? He says, I took the plane up, but then nothing. I can't put it into words, but I was somewhere, and then I woke up in a weird bed.
Warm,
and then
full of screaming.
Weird,
I don't know.
Yeah, a weird bed that doesn't make sense. It's like slats of wood.
She tells him it's called a futon. He says,
oh, a foodon. Because he's an old man.
And he hears a plane and he looks up and he sees like a 7 and he's like, wow!
And we're like,
I exploded in a smaller one of those.
Damn, he sure did like planes, huh?
Those are big
he's
now.
Impressed by the advances in technology.
Mm-hmm.
And then
he says, this is also, he asks her what year they're in, and she says 1984, and I said, wow, the meme year of 1984.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are.
I read a book about this one time.
It didn't like sink in for me until like she said it again that like there is a book called this and they picked this year for this.
I read a book about this once.
But what happens next is not fine because Steve invites her to go fuck in some guy's
apartment. What the?
Not at her place.
Nope.
I mean, that would already be bad. Futon. But he says, hey, do you want to go see my new foodon?
Well, I mean, the Waterloo has a giant spiritual ward over it.
The Waterloo?
The Waterloo. The Watergate has a giant spiritual ward around it that prevents any spirits from entering it. Richard Nixon erected it with his death.
That explains why Gal Gadot's acting is allowed in there.
This next scene is,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This next scene is disgusting. They go to this guy's apartment, and Steve is like, oh, I'm sorry for the mess. I've been cleaning all day, but this guy's a real slob.
Christ. This is so fucking awful.
He's like, they're like pointing at the guy's like family photos on the walls. This is literally
like the two teenagers who sneak into like a house that the people are in on vacation to have sex and then get killed by
sorry,
like they're being
this is
just
a little
like,
awkward with all the photos of the guy that I killed so we could fuck in here.
Look at these fucking family photos. What this guy has photos of himself?
He's like, sorry, it's a little awkward that I'm bringing you in here when there's pictures of the guy's family all over the walls.
No, I think they're trying to justify.
You have to have a family.
I think they're trying to justify that it's this guy that Steve's body is in because A, he's a slob, B, he has a lot of photos of himself around here, which I think is supposed to imply that he's like a douchey, like self-obsessed.
Yeah, but that doesn't
like bachelor.
Like that.
I don't think that it justifies it, but I think that's what the movie is doing. I don't think it's saying like, oh, it's kind of awkward.
If the movie's trying to justify that, that's insane. That's
right, because this is so dark.
It's so bonkers.
And then he said,
I agree.
He's like, she's like, how did you find
cousin bonkers?
This is the same movie that she bowled a child into a bear in. It's supposed to be silly. You're not supposed to think that this is horrible, which it is.
She says, how did you find me? He says, phone book. And she says, I guess some things are just future proof, huh? Which, by the way, that does...
He says that it's future proof. But.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That does explicitly say that she is using the same full name
that she did in 1918
over all these decades and decades, which is
well.
I mean, there's people.
Steve gave it to her,
and he says,
the last name.
I woke up in this guy's apartment. I looked you up in the phone book. I found your apartment. I've been following you all day, just trying to figure out how to approach you. I don't know how he got into the party, but whatever.
He says he also says I tried to use the bike, but I couldn't get it going, and he like indicates to a stationary bike, which is funny.
That is funny to me.
I missed that one. And he looks in the mirror, and we see the guy whose body he has hijacked.
Oh my god!
And he's like, "Oh, the guy's pretty handsome, actually." And Diana says, "He's great, but all I see is you," which is so uncomfortable.
This implies that Chris Pine is there for the viewer. That she is seeing the dude. That Chris...
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna fuck in his body, right? It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
She's gonna...
They've already kissed in his body.
She's gonna,
with his body.
Is that date rape? Like...
It's something. I have no idea. I mean, I don't know that we have a legal definition for this.
I mean, it's like, that guy's going to be missing work at least, right?
And he's going to have like an STD from like 5 million years ago that no one's going to know how to treat.
That's the secret that they don't tell you. Is that have, like, Steve would have died anyway.
Yeah, he's going to have like the mummer's dance. Like... Well, they also don't know that he doesn't have like herpes or something.
They don't know anything about this dude.
Oh my god.
They didn't even try to find out anything about this dude.
I mean, it's bad that they're even like doing a romance with a guy's stolen body in the first place, but the fact that they came here is so uncomfortable. Why go to her place?
It's enough it's not enough to violate this man's body. Like, and where's the dude? Where's the dude? Where did he go? Is he just...
He's like picking up like a can of Cheez Whiz off the floor and being like, this guy's a real nasty piece of shit.
So do you think that this guy has gone to the abyss?
The guy is screaming at the top of his lungs from the back of his consciousness.
Like, he's just a passenger in the car now. Like, he's
or
in the back
he's in hell right now.
That's there's two possibilities. That he's in hell where Steve Trevor went, or... that he's a backseat passenger in this fucking car that Steve Trevor is now driving. Or he's in heaven,
which is also weird. So yeah, it's all bad. It's all bad. I mean, if you wanted to do a Wonder Woman thing where like she sees Chris Pine again, have it be like his great nephew, twice removed, and it's Chris Pine with darker brown hair or something. Like, who gives a fuck?
Sliz Pine.
or the Dreamstone just like conjures up a new body for him, and it's fine. Like, why?
Right. I woke up in the middle of the park.
Look. If the story was like
doing
something,
what if he was a mouse Cinderella
What if he was a skeleton? What if he was a bee?
I'm rattling my bones, Diana.
Diana! And he takes off his bone watch.
Diana goes, no, you press the same rib twice, but it made two different noises like a xylophone.
Diana, will you marrow me?
And he takes off his bone. He gives her a bone ring. I need to eat flesh to survive, Diana. You must find the source for me so I can become human again.
They could have done so much stuff that is not this. They would have been
had a world
of funny.
Universe of possibilities.
I just need you to break into
He doesn't need to have his own apartment. He's only there for Diana. It's not like they're going to be like, well, good night, and she's going to leave and go home.
I need you to break into the organ disposal chute, Diana. It's a victimless crime.
I
need
wish
meat
that he
to become human once more.
I wish that he had just, like, appeared and then, like, a couple days in, like, had started disappearing Back to the Future style or something. You know, so that they know, like, their time is up soon.
Sure.
Instead of this where it's like, hey, we got to give this guy his life back.
And if you're gonna do something, like, with the like, oh, is it okay that he, like, oh no, the dark wish that put it, and maybe they will get to a point where they're like, no, it's wrong, I shouldn't, but I don't think that works if before that conversation happens, they go to this guy's apartment and they talk about what a piece of shit he is, and then they fuck with his body.
Yeah, they roast this guy like he's a piece of fucking citrine.
Exactly.
The only thing worse than the rock that made you.
And speaking of pieces of citrine and things that I couldn't possibly predict were going to happen, so we go to one Pedro Pascal. What's his name?
Max Lord.
Maxwell Lord.
His name is Pedro Pascal.
And he's in his office and he's like, "I finally have you, my sweet." And he has the gem.
He, like, moves all the papers off his desk, and you see, like, all these diagrams of the gem and all. So, you know, like, he's been researching it for
what's he going to wish for? Is he going to wish for power? Is he going to wish for money? Is he going to wish for oil? He's going to...
Is he going to wish for influence over people?
No, he's like, what if, I wish that I was Geodude?
He says, my one great wish is to be you, to be the Dreamstone itself.
So he wants to turn into Geodude.
And
it would be so fun, because I know that what he means
like,
is...
Cannot do this operation sound, and he has to make a new wish.
Kind of turn Steve Trevor's in front of him, and...
No, this is Cyborg's dad.
Oh yeah, Cyborg's dad's in front of him, and he turns into...
Sam, are you still there? Sam?
Sam!
Cool. I bet he was making a lot of really funny jokes.
Maybe he still is.
Maybe he still is. Maybe this is
what happened to the guy that's in Steve.
Yeah, he's just like in the back of Steve's mind, just like, hello, I can still hear you. Can you hear me?
The sunken place, yeah.
I said we will restore the honor of Krypton.
What the fuck does he know about the honor of Krypton?
No, remember when we were when my recording cut out 4 times?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's granular. Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
Hi.
So we were just talking about how Pedro Pascal wants to become Geodude.
Mm-hmm. It would be one thing if he was like, I want your powers. It's weird that he's like, I want to be you. You know what it is?
He took a real gamble that he wasn't going to
turn into like a wish.
Right, like you need to be aware of how wishes work in media. You need to understand that sometimes they try to turn your phrasing against you. So maybe don't wish to become a rock.
Well, see, if that had happened, then what would have happened would be that when the guy asked for coffee, it would be spilled all over his groin region, chemically neutering him. And
so I guess Max Lord's.
When she wished to be interesting and special and more attractive, she would get immediately membofied.
She turns into a magnet.
Yeah, and then when
Bimbofied? Oh, I heard. I was like, "What is this new word?"
No, bimbofied. She would
bimbofied. Yeah,
yeah. And Diana would wish for Steve back, and Steve would come back as a skeleton who craved flesh.
His shambling corpse would crawl its way out of his grave.
I need flesh to become human again.
Oh, wait. Sorry, no, he doesn't have a grave or a corpse. He has
Steve's fine mist would.
Oh my god! What if she wished for more time with Steve and she came home and there was just a big pile of like little pieces?
Yeah, there's just a little pile of ash. What if
and it starts talking to her like, "I'm back, Diana. I hope my appearance doesn't put you off."
I figured something out. It's not Steve's spirit inhabiting this guy, nor is it. It's the ashes, like the particulate matter of Steve in the atmosphere, are forcefully moving this guy. And so you hear like cracks and like
a small layer of dust.
We didn't talk about it at the end of Wonder Woman, but I thought it was really weird that when he exploded in the sky, that she turned to the camera and said, "Rest in peace, Steve. You will be missed." Wink.
I thought you were going to say that
rest in pieces, you will be missed.
You will be missed.
I thought you were going to say that it was...
M-I-S-T, missed.
That's the joke.
It was it was weird when he exploded, and then, like, the explosion gas turned into a giant cackling skull in the sky, screaming, "I'll be back!"
I forgot to mention that there was a demon inside me.
You have yet to destroy all of my phylacteries!
Man, speaking of people with demons inside of them, remember Diablo from Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
was
dead.
Cool.
He's dead. Just so you know.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, I just wanted to remind you that he died.
I forgot that he died.
Are we done?
Why couldn't she wish for more time with Steve? And then, like, the way that her wish comes true is that she, like, runs into a charming young man who happens to be, like, the great nephew of Steve Trevor or whatever the fuck. And he, like, insists on being her friend, and they slowly fall in love as she learns more stories about Steve Trevor's adventures that she hadn't heard before because she really only knew him for like a month.
I wish one of the other Wonder Men had died in the plane instead.
What if she would learn more time about with Steve that
she wishes another Wonder Man had died instead.
Yeah, what if she wished
he would still be dead?
What if she wished for more time with Steve that it was like either she just remembers spending more time with him in the past before he exploded, or it's like a Man in the High Castle situation where Nazis are now in control of the U.S. government
because he didn't explode himself.
Himself.
She wishes she had had more time with Steve, and the Dreamstone is like,
the world is ravaged by the
host of Blue's
Clues
will not go bald. Do not worry.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I guess if the Germans had won World War I, the Nazis probably wouldn't have risen to power.
Really makes you think.
I don't know enough about world politics.
That's what this movie is about. Let's wrap this up.
Anyway.
At all.
Much like Diana and Steve should do.
I wish that he had been a mouse before instead of a guy. When Max Lord wishes to be the Dreamstone himself, Dreamstone itself, the Dreamstone like dissolves into ash.
Like Steve.
And gets like flown around by this wind.
Like
and
Steve.
Pedro Pascal makes a strange acting choice, I would say, with his face about the way that he looks. Yeah, I wrote in my notes he makes a weird wind face because my notes, for some reason, are PG-13, I guess.
Weird wind face, like a strange wind blew by him.
Like, why is he? Yeah,
and,
like.
Sam?
Oh
dear.
What is going on?
I don't know, but that's movie, I guess. Like
that is movie. I have to say, my Animal Crossing my Animal Crossing island in New Horizons has oranges. Yeah. So I named it Citrine.
That's pretty good. Citrine's a nice stone. I like it.
But it's my island is not lame.
No, I don't think Citrine is lame either. I think it's nice. What if Steve? We can keep doing hypotheticals. What if Steve came back as like a worm? And he was like, "You must find me a host, Diana. So I must live again."
Oh, so like what? He has to like be force fed into somebody's mouth, and
or
then they
like
turn into him.
Yeah, any of their orifices probably.
What if he came back as a CGI ghost?
Oh, yeah. What if Diana suddenly took up like pottery, and hey, welcome back, Sam.
Hey, my internet has cut out like 7 times. Can we wrap this up before it happens
movie,
again?
So let's wrap this thing up.
I think it would have been really funny for Steve to come back as a CGI ghost because then we would have had to really confront the reality that she and Diana and Steve, like, a lot of their relationship is physical.
Yeah.
And they would just be like hanging around, like, so, like, do you do anything lately? And he's like, no, I'm a ghost.
She's like,
this episode is gonna open with the song "Grim Grinning Ghosts."
Do ghosts still have penises? He's like, no, nobody has genitals.
He's like, the pants. I can't take the pants off.
Okay,
you're dying. When you die wearing whatever. So like Elvis died and his dick's out.
What if he?
But he's also on a toilet forever.
And his butt is out also. What if he had been made into a man out of a mouse, Cinderella style, and after a while he started to like CGI like the his like nose popped out really long and he like grew whiskers and he's like, oh no, it's reversing. Like our time is running out. That would be funny.
That would be funny
instead of whatever they're going to do.
I missed the beginning of this conversation because my internet cut out, so I don't know what we're talking about.
I'm thinking of new ways that
Steve could be resurrected from the dead.
Okay. I think that's it for this episode.
That's it for this episode. Thank you for listening.
I liked this part of the movie. I hope Kristen Wiig doesn't become a bad guy just because she's attractive.
Yeah, we're all really enjoying Kristen Wiig's character. I like how nice she is. I really enjoy the romance between her and Diana.
If only
I assume
people
Steve
who are
Trevor's not going to be in it for much longer.
I think that the movies don't really have a trend of people who are othered from society becoming villains because of their angst towards the remainder of society, or when they are in possession of power, they don't misuse it.
We should be fine.
Like when a person who is otherwise othered by society gets in possession of like being in power or experiencing the privilege that other people have, they don't immediately abuse it and turn evil. So I don't think that that is the direction that the film will go at all.
I agree. It's a bad movie.
When she said, I want to be strong like Diana, I thought we were going to have a Wonder Kids situation.
It would be good if we had a Wonder Woman situation.
I thought they were about to sing that song from The Jungle Book.
What was I thinking? I'm thinking of the fucking Shazamily is what I meant by Wonder Kids.
What if what if she like in like Resident Evil 6 like turned into like Gal Gadot, and then when you fight her she turns into a giant cum monster.
If my internet cuts out in the middle of this, I'm just going to disconnect and you can wrap it up, please. I'm so scared.
So that's movie.
Okay, what if she got taken over by Steve? What if she became Steve? And they had to like take turns taking over her body.
No.
Stop touching my boobs.
That's just the plot of Carl Pilkington's A Love of Two Brains.
She possesses her.
Let's watch that instead of
she possesses a cloud of particulate.
Oh. Okay, so that's the whole episode.
You can find us on Twitter at 00_pod. I'm at Posy Stress. Listen to my other podcast. Okay. There, I got my stuff done, so if I cut out again, I'm just going to leave.
Okay.
The second B stands for bottle of cheese whiz. Cool.
They don't come in the bottle, but yeah. Me Giga, at Gigalith on Twitter. Paradise Killer is coming out on consoles, so if you have an Xbox One or an S or a PS4 or 5 and you're interested in playing a game that I worked on and haven't yet, do. It's good.
Get your Xbox One, your Xbox One X, Xbox One S, Xbox Series X, or Xbox Series X. Any of those will do. I don't know what any of them are, but I think those all exist.
Yeah, it's on them. It's also on Nintendo Switch and PC. But it's been that for a while.
And computer game and
computer game. Same.
It's on computer game. Bye. Oh wait, how do we?
Time for us to climb into our plane.
I wish we had more time.
Possess this douchebag.
I wish we had more time. You will be missed.
You will be missed.